extra, extra? How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel, don't gravel that.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The Chargers had 8 and 3 now. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start, and right away he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? And right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit the receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
The chance of wasting this great starting field. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
I'm well aware this is not basketball, but this feels like full court pressure. Never getting out of that the entire time. Just stay on top of them. With that lead, go ahead and fake it and continue to try and build on it.
Yeah, first half, as you said, you got that lead, but they want a bigger cushion here. They're hitting the gas pedal hard. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 11th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Herbert, quick pass out wide. Touchdown, Chargers! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get... And that's caught inside the 35! And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. 21-0 our score after 1. Second and 11 now. Here's Allen to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
It's Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins from 13 yards out. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness It's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Cook, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On 2nd down, Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Allen. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So that challenge, a successful one. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-17.
Bills 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Bills take over at 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before half for Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra.
Herbert has it knocked free. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. On first down, it's Herbert. Open man here is Scott, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Herbert off of play action. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Eckler going to get it again on second down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett from 6 yards away.
And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Allen now looks to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. Was shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Scott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen going to throw. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen to throw once more. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's going to go up top again. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for LA. 59 yards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Chargers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it will bump the lead up to 26. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning